this will continue being the starter area for people. And we'll throw some mobs in here and some like starter mobs and stuff like that. But eventually it will expand. I know on the Soul Eaters I talked about like the chroma lands and stuff like that. So yeah, there's way more vibrant lands and colors and stuff. It's not gonna just be all rugged. I think it'll always keep the same feel, like not sunny. Cause I kind of I kind of relate the ether world to. I know at one point we were doing the underworld, but now it's kind of like there's like Earth, right? Like Middle Earth, and then under at the way bottom there's the underworld. But the ether world is kind of being in between the underworld and Earth, basically, right? So it's kind of the in between. Um, and I kind of went with that shift because I feel like it opens up way more instead of being forced to do like everything darker. But like the ether world gives us more of to do things just more airy and still keep that same airy feel instead of forcing to have to do everything dark. And then we could still play into having parts of where you can go down to the underworld, right, with Tartarus and stuff like that. So um, still a lot of the content that we have planned is still going to be here. It's just the we're not based in the underworld. We're based in the ether world, and there will be times where we can go to the underworld or even up to Earth at some point, right? So it plays into a lot of ways to expand, but I think people will like the direction. It's not all going to be just dark and gloomy. It's going to be pretty much colorful in some areas and stuff like that. So I'm really
Yeah.
excited to showcase that because right now you only get the gloomy feel, but I feel like
Gosh,
once we start expanding areas, it's gonna be like breathtaking. So
this shit is so smooth. It's just scary, man.
yeah, shout out Unreal Engine. I mean, everything updates in real time on the server. That's kind of why we're limited to that 100 people per server. But there's ways to expand and stuff, and how the server is built, it can easily be expanded too. So it's gonna be
Man,
quite interesting to see.
I think financially you're going to have a lot more elbow room here pretty soon, so.
Nah, yeah, and then when that happens, obviously we'll grow the team. I'm trying to expand fast, but until then, just keep
Yeah,
working as
keep
hard
grinding.
as we can with the resources. So I think our biggest downfall right now is just exposure, really. But I'm looking to change that soon. I just wanted to get these bugs fixed, get Mac pushed out, get combat pushed out, and a couple more things. Get the demo token shop done. Um, some of the suggestions people put, and then I think once that's done, before that though, we're still gonna start marketing on Polygon for the Soul Eaters, but really after all that's done, I'm gonna really push Phantasma on top of our Polygon push and just kind of push it harder in general. And I think that pretty much I feel like once all these updates that are about to kick in soon, I think everyone's going to be pretty excited because I feel like if you can't see the potential yet, I don't think you're ever going to see it, right? Because the potential here is limitless.
Yeah, no doubt.
The, the amount of time that like because if you think about it, I did most of this probably within the last 6 months with the switch to Unreal. So, and that was on top of working with Ghost Swap simultaneously, right? So my whole focus right now is on Phantasma and Phantasma only. Um, Continue to push Ghost Swap where we can, but I feel like Ghost Swap's going to be a good way to gain a little bit of respect on Polygon. Maybe not respect, but it's definitely going to open a lot of doors to people on Polygon, and then transfer them to Phantasma because that's all what all product is about. Is to every product should be onboarding people to the other product, right? So
Absolutely. Now, while you're on the Polygon subject, because I've been trying to work that angle on Twitter the last few days. What was your
Yeah.
initial pre-mint goal before you went to the burn stage?
Well, I don't like when with the pre-sale. I didn't know how many were going to get minted. I mean, I didn't really. It didn't really matter to me how many got minted, right? The pre-sale I knew was super early. I knew, especially people not being able to see the reveal instantly, they couldn't really capture that FOMO effect, right?
Right.
You know, because minting something and not really seeing it at all, it kind of causes people to like not get any sort of FOMO.
Be hesitant. Yep.
Yeah, so there wasn't, as you can see, I didn't push it hard on the socials either, right? I did like two announcements and that was it. It was majority for people to get in early, right? I wanted to capture that sense of, you're getting in very early. We're not even beginning our stuff on Polygon yet, right? And I've connected with a lot of people over there. I know a lot of people over there already. So once we start going on the spree of Polygon, people are gonna see, right? Like, you know, I gave Ghost a chance to get in really early. In majority was for Ghost, and I know a lot of people right now are sleeping, especially in the Ghost community. We only have like 30 to 50 active people, right? So I knew there wasn't gonna be. It probably wouldn't have like minted out. So I think what we minted so far is absolutely fine, right? There was a cap for 1,000. Obviously, we didn't reach that. So with the burn phase, I might consider adding more of that to the burn phase. But as of right now, the plans are sticking with the plans, and there's going to be 500 soul eaters for the burn phase, and I'm perfectly fine with just having the rest go to public mint and just mint over time, right? Because I mean, we're not used to a slow mint. I mean, Ghost took almost 4 months to fully mint out, right? So it's not like it's a rush, anyways. Our plans are still sticking with our plans, but I guess the main thing now is we have a product we can sell, um, and we have the game out, right? So advertising and going on sprees makes things very easier because now we have a product people can actually buy. So doing paid advertisement now makes sense. So I guess that's the biggest thing that is good, right? And it doesn't matter that they mint it out right away, right? Because eventually people will see the utility is to use them in the game, just like Ghosts, the utility is to use them in the game. Um, and especially moving forward, we're going to be doing a lot of Soul Eaters versus Little Ghosts events, and basically what that those will get funded by like items that I sell with Ecto in the shop. Like I know right now there has been I think like 15 bit punks minted. Those funds are going to be used for events. I'm going to start stacking up like events event funds basically, especially during the demo since we don't have the dark dungeon yet. So I'm gonna give back through hosting events. I know our first major event was the Easter eggs, but moving forward, I want to do some more engagement between the two communities. I see us basically creating a very strong foundation on Polygon with the Soul Eaters, and I feel like over time, the people on BNB chain will start to see everything come into shape. So maybe they will want to participate on either side, and we can create some engagement. Not only doing like game events in game, but also like social media events. Like Little Ghost versus Soul Eaters. So trying to make everything like very interactive towards that, and yeah,
So,
I think I'm very excited for the Soul Eater stuff. So
just to let you know, right now, for the last 10 minutes you've been talking, there should be a spaces on Twitter while you're sitting in this game doing exactly this. And it would be phenomenal, man.
no, yeah, I know. We're gonna start the weekly spaces again. I just wanted to, come in and share some alpha and stuff, but most definitely,
I mean, can you
just getting
imagine
some.
holding spaces with 100 people, 100 ghosts wrapped around you trying to listen to this right now while you're on Twitter?
I mean, right now, it might seem like it will happen though. I mean, we already got people in the game, and a lot of people have had wallet connections. Not everyone has a gaming computer, right? Um, we don't even have Mac support yet. There's a lot of things that we don't have yet. So I know the potential is limitless. I mean, you're inside the game with your ghost, right? And I'm talking to you in the game, right? A lot of this was not easy to accomplish. I mean, we went from a pixel ghost into a 3D ghost in a game, right? So I feel like, just give me a little bit more time and people will see the vision fully progress, right? Because at first it was nothing, but we turned it into this. So I think people will soon start to see that because I'm not stopping, right? And that's the only thing keeping us from greatness. If I stop, this will just kind of be nothing. But I have no plans on stopping anytime soon. If anything, I'm more bullish than ever, right? Even with the amount of people we have. Even when we had like a lot of people in the chats, right now I'm more bullish than I've ever been. Even when we were at 8 million market cap for Ecto, like I'm still more bullish right now than that. So if that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what will. I think our even crypto in general is doing great right now. I know BNB's not, but
That's all right. You sold me on this months ago. You're sales pitching to a group that's going to follow you to the death boat.
no, yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, we'll probably have to do this bullish chat again on Spaces,
Oh, you
but like,
will.
I'm
I'm
being so
lining you up here
serious.
sometime in the next couple of nights.
I mean, every Spaces that I've been on, people just know, right? So it's just a matter of time I get into enough spaces. This crypto Twitter scene really is not that big at all, right? So you just got to know where to look.
Yeah.
For
Uh,
Polygon, I've already connected to a lot of the people, so
yeah, I'm assuming Brandoff is one of them.
yeah, Brandoff, I'm in his group with
Yep.
the poly chats.
Right. I figured you would be. Because the spaces I'm on right now is with General and Shan, the chill NFT G-Gens. It's just a laid back platform, so it's a good one to get you into.
No, yeah, I really like Shannon what she's doing over there in her project.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
in
no
their
doubt.
Discord.
So,
I'm in their Discord, the Gen K. So I mean, Shannon is a great speaker and a great Spaces host.
yep.
When I went to Polygon, I contacted a bunch of people, and a guy that I've been on Spaces with, like the last two times, the only times I've been on Polygon Spaces was that guy Matic Man. He basically introduced me to everyone and
Oh,
put me in a
yeah, I
lot
heard
of
about him.
spots. Yeah, so he put me in a lot. We've had a Zoom call, um, talked for about like an hour or two, and really really cool guy. And I was just talking to him about the plans and the vision and stuff, and he really seemed to see it as well. And yeah, he connected me with a lot of people. um,
It's
Basically
actually
gave me everyone you need to know.
really hard to, in an hour and a half, explain just how well connected and how big this friggin' project is, actually.
Yeah, I mean,
It's tough.
people will understand soon. I feel like even with like Ghost Swap, right? People sleep on it, but I mean it's just so huge, and the potential in that is limitless. Let alone Phantasma. I don't think people really understand, because it is an attention game, right? And we've been slacking on the attention side, but that's only because we've been so much on the building side. So I'm gonna wrap a lot of that energy and push it into getting that attention, and I think we'll be just fine.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's because we're not trying to sell people like promises anymore, right? We're selling them a dream. So
Yep.
um, whether they want to be a part of that or not, it's up to them. But I feel like what we're about to give people, especially in Phantasma, cannot be replicated. I mean, just I'm going to give them everything they love in a game, right? Even like this so far is like crazy, right? But like people
Yeah.
just don't understand. Like,
Just
for
speaking of which,
instance,
oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I just want to drop one more alpha thing. I will be releasing another free item for 4th of July. It will be a hat, and you will be able to get it in game. So that's pretty exciting, and it will be free. So
Nice. Yeah. I was just wondering where you got green blocked up these days. I haven't seen a hell of a lot of him.
He should be free. I mean, he's off for the summer. I don't know what. I guess he's lounging in the beaches of Miami. So
Nah, I didn't know if you
I
had
did
him
want to
working
start.
on marketing.
No, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't know if he got buried in something he had going on with it. So I was just curious.
No. Yeah. Yeah. So as far as yeah.
So
Um.
go back to the hat. Tell us about the hat.
Yeah. I lost my train of thought. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, the new 3D artists that I got, I basically gave them a lot of items I wanted to see done. Um, because I feel like right now, like a lot of content that I'm going to push out, like we already have a lot of things for it. Like I know fishing right now, you just click, 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 right? But that's going to change. And we're also going to introduce a few more skills, including like wood cutting and stuff like that. But heading back to the items, the 3D artists is I basically gave them a whole like list of what I wanted to see done, and the 4th of July hat is going to be one of them. So they're supposed to get that to me tomorrow. I'm going to put it in the next update. I'm hopefully trying to release an update like a day before 4th of July. That's kind of like the ETA, and yeah, it's going to be a free item. It's one of the first free holiday items. Pretty insane. So I know a lot of people are going to want it to be like claimable. I'm sure people will find the contract or whatever, but I'm only going to like I want it to be like an in-game thing, and at that point, I'm going to build for Mac as well. So hopefully, we'll get some people for Mac to be in. But I think I'm gonna make it last like a week. I know other games do that, even though it's like a holiday event or a holiday item, they still let it claim through like a week, right? Because
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's just a first start to the holiday items. I want to release stuff like constantly. Especially for the holidays, make items scarce, make have a reason to log in, claim a free item, and yeah, just have a piece of history, right? And it's gonna kind of give
Halloween.
like a foreshadowing towards Halloween, right? Because that's gonna go crazy this year. I know people, especially last year, they were probably expecting something a little bit more. Because I feel like once people they think about little ghosts, they think about like Halloween, right? They think, oh, I like that's the only time little ghosts can be like successful, right? But
No.
especially this year, little ghosts are not like it's not a Halloween thing, right? But we're definitely going to go all out for Halloween. Um, About to get a big ass pumpkin in the town square. A bunch of decorations. Everything will be decorated. There will be free items for you to claim. At that point, I'm gonna do like quests and stuff and like activities for you to take part of to earn more items, and it's just going to be a blast. So I'm definitely looking forward to Halloween this year. Definitely going to be very, very cool. There's going to be a lot of items for sale in the shop as well with the additional free items. So I think people will really have fun towards Halloween this year because I'm really going to capture that Halloween feel, right? I want it to be like how people look forward to certain movies around Halloween time or just like the vibes of Halloween, right? I think I want to capture where people think of little ghosts around Halloween time and just the joy it brings them. So I'm hopefully trying to capture that and keep that a thing moving forward. So
So this little circle of people need
Yeah,
to get their headsets. There we go. I heard somebody.
it's awesome. Are you thinking of making the like Halloween actually scary, or I think that would be cool?
Like you would want to see it scary.
Yeah,
I feel like
maybe
we
like a haunted house or something.
Oh
yeah,
hell
I'm
yeah! Put
I'm
some
actually
gore
down
in
to
here.
do something like that. Yeah, like with little ghosts, like I feel like they give more cutesy type of vibes, right? And I feel like when we really go like fully mainstream, I feel like we can appeal to like all sorts of crowds, whether adults, kids, whatever, right? I feel like I see a Pixar movie being made about little ghosts, right? I see them being like a big brand. Whether other people see it or not, I feel like they're very brandable. And I can easily see some sort of movie being made from them. So I guess we could go the gory side, especially during these early stages where there's no kids. I guess it would be a I don't know how gory I'll make it, but definitely we can do some sort of thing like that. Cause yeah, I want to have something interactive. I don't know though. I mean, I'll have to think about it some
Yeah,
more.
it's just an idea.
I'm gonna say
Nah,
you can
yeah. I
always
mean, I'm
make
always
a
open to ideas.
separate dungeon where it's rated R and you can log in with an age before you can enter.
I mean, well, I would hope there's no kids playing right now, anyways. I gotta throw up some age restrictions because, especially with crypto in the mix. But we're in the early stages, anyways, and a lot of that stuff's already being thought of and handled. So, this is supposed to be like more mature game, especially at the start, and then start cleaning some stuff up later on, and appealing to children because. Um, like Alexios, a couple people pointed out, right? They